Hello friends, it's BigDenoPlays. Welcome back. We're ready to play this one's called The Ruin of Luccanor. It's effectively chapter 4 in the series that I've been recording, and it's very exciting. So we're going to continue the great story of Tork and Drasek. They are both here set up. In the end of the last mission, we added one of these bad boys, which is a class skill. So our paladin has a class skill improving the heals, and our barbarian has a class skill gaining more furiousness. But we will head straight over to the book area and read this. This is the Ruins of Luccanor, so this is a little additional story pack that goes in between chapters 3 and 4. So this is effectively chapter 3.5, I guess. Adds map tiles, these special characters, new monster cards, some more doors, and then this guy, who no doubt we will face off against at some point. But let's read the story right here, because this is what's happening. So chapter 1, chapter 3.5, Chaos at the Docks. I'll even zoom in for you. How's that sound? Look at that. Great stuff. Suddenly, a searing pain seizes you, separating you from reality. In the very instant where you can focus your thoughts, you are kneeling on a ship's deck, blackened by time and tides. Looking up, you face a diffuse silhouette, shrouded in mists, watching you back. An angry feeling watches over you while you struggle unsuccessfully to move. You feel as if your will is being sucked out of your body. Dazed, startled, you find yourself back in Thaumagar's workshop, with the sage shaking you by the shoulders. He wants to know what happens, and you tell him the vision. Thoughtfully, the scholar concludes that what he heard is not just rumour. Indeed, it revealed the source of the chaos and disease in Umbral. Once, Luccanor was an illustrious admiral of the Umbralian fleet until he was dismissed under suspicious circumstances after he discovered long-forgotten ruins and began to recruit anyone looking for wealth and adventure. He created a mess in Umbral, the scholar says nostalgically. Seawing, his ship, is a vessel like no other, an exquisite watercraft whose reputation was capable of seducing even those who feared the sea. Thaumagar explains that just the other night, the Seawing had docked again, ravaged and blackened, a bare remnant of the glory that was once hers, no sign of crew or captain. Abruptly, you feel all warmth drain from your body, forcing your sanity to vouch for its existence. A hiss reaches your ears, coming from outside, as if summoning you. An urgent need to follow its origins takes you over. Like someone enchanted by siren songs, you get up in a trance. Without quite understanding this behaviour, the sage begins to babble and gesture. Then, the cold feeling that took you over gently vanishes, and your actions return to your control. It seems you'll have to do another job before we leave. Go, investigate the darkness calling you, and slay this evil, so everything is not in vain. You walk out the door knowing where to go, certain that something is luring you, and that will take all your courage and determination to fight back. So, darkness spawning. Inner corruption. Darkness tiles are spawned whenever a hero receives a curse cube. Cool, that's different. Darkness behavior is fine. Call cube, fine. We lose the adventure and start the adventure. Event trigger, lurkers in the fog. When the last enemy is defeated, read the special event, The Welcoming, on page 7. And this is cool, so this is a sequential chapter. So this means that this chapter leads directly into the next one. You don't get to rest, you don't get to heal any of your trauma or wounds. You just straight up go into the next one. So it's all set up. So the sequential chapter, when the last enemy is defeated, we read special event, The Welcoming. Cool. So that's where we're up to right now. So let's go over to the initiative track and we'll have a look. So the two Ravagers are 9 health apiece, and the Lady Claw is 12 health, and you can see where they are placed on the initiative track. So Shield 1 on the Ravagers, Bleed 1 and Fatigue 1, that's not ideal. Cleave 2, poison and knockdown as well. Well, Drasek is our controller, so he's going to stop the Lady Claw, I think, with a stun. Okay, we're ready to go. So Tork starts us off on the initiative track. If we go over to the dungeon, we can see where he is. So I think what we will do is move him 1, 2 to here. And then do we shield up and Fury 1? I think we will. So he will use a blue cube to self-shield 4 and Fury 1. So he has a new rule now, which if you recall is whenever a black or white monster dies, he gains a Fury token. So hopefully we'll be able to get quite a few Fury tokens and expend those. Fury tokens, you may discard 1 to add +1 damage to your attack. You may discard only 1 Fury token per action or reaction. Great. So then we will use this yellow cube for a beheading strike. Or do we knock him down? No, we'll just do the beheading strike. 16 plus for a critical. If we get a 16 plus, we just straight one-shot that guy. It's a 9, so it's not a 16 plus, but it does do 5 damage. We could spend that Fury to make it 6. We won't do that, no. We'll keep the Fury token. So 6 damage to the blue guy, down to 3. And that's the end of Tork's 2 cube actions. So we'll move over to the 2 Ravagers. So the first Ravager, actually we will spend the Fury token because I can then kill that guy with a Retaliate. So we'll spend that 1 Fury token, which means, oh no, we don't need to. How good's that? Yeah, I did spend it, 6, 3. Yes, Retaliate, blue cube. Cool. So the first Ravager is yellow. So the Ravagers will target, normally they will target the strongest hero. So if we go over to the dungeon, this one can reach 1, 2, 3 Drasek, and so it will go after Drasek. They are doing shield 1. It's annoying actually. And then 4 damage. So the 4 damage if we block the entirety of it, we do not suffer bleed and fatigue. So if we go to Tork, he's going to suffer 4 damage, but he has these here. He'll then use a blue cube to retaliate 3. However, because of that 1 shield, it'll only do 1, 2 damage, which is shit. And then 4 damage, so Drasek will use his Endure, and we'll use a red cube for that to prevent 5, so he does not suffer bleed or fatigue either. So that's the end of the Ravagers. Both of them are done. It's now Drasek's turn. So the first thing he's going to do is absolutely use a green cube to stun enemy. And so we're going to stun that Lady Claw. So it does 1 damage and stun. So stun means she loses her combat action. And she suffers 1 damage. And then second cube action, I think we'll just Valiant Smite probably is the best option. Yeah, so we'll Valiant Smite, which is a yellow cube. It's +1 to hit. We reroll and it's +1 damage. So we roll a 3, so we'll utilize our reroll into a 10. So the 10 hits, it does 6 damage in total, which is reduced to 5 because he has shield. Down to 4, and his shield goes away. So that's the end of the first 2 heroes' turns. We'll then go back to the wide shot. We now go to the rabbit, the lady claw. She would move. She's speed 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. However, she moves 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then she is stunned, and so she does not make her attack. Okay. So we go here, and then we start again from the top. So Tork has a combat action. So I think our best play here is to jump and kill that guy with a 2 damage. Then move away from the lady claw. So he has a stomping leap, jump 3, target adjacent enemy, 2 damage, which will kill the blue Ravager. And then if we jump to where he is, he can then do a mighty blow onto the lady claw. Yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. So we'll go stomping leap, jump 3, and he's going to jump. He's going to jump right where he is. So he does 2 damage to an adjacent enemy. The adjacent enemy that he will do 2 damage to is this blue Ravager, which kills him. And then he'll do a yellow action, which is +2 hit, +1 damage and knockdown. And he will target the lady claw. He rolls a 3, you idiot. However, he then gets to take his move action. He'll go 1, 2, 3 over to this door, and we'll have a look at this door. Let's have a look. So this is what the doors look like. Chaos at the docks. Harbour residents. You spy a burning house, and fearing there may be someone trapped inside, you batter down the door. The heat of the flames slams into you like a punch to the face. The fire is out of control and spreading quickly. You see no one, but there may be something valuable in that old sea chest in the corner. Before you can take a step, however, you are surprised by the sound of shattering glass as a tentacled horror plunges through the fire. Burning and screeching, it rushes at you. That's not ideal. What? More? Oh man. Alright, 2 chest tokens. I've set up the room. It's a very bad turn of events actually, because we now have to kill more of those dudes, and that Ravager is going to actually get to activate against Tork, and that's not good. But we might be able to tumble to prevent it using our leather armor. But let's go over to the initiative tracker. So the Ravagers go next. They are speed 3. So yellow goes first. It is currently already adjacent to Drasek, so it will not do anything. It's just going to attack Drasek. Speed 4, bleed 1 and fatigue 1. I have a retaliate, which I can play retaliate 3. So I think we'll do that. Oh, I do have a fury token on the boss because he killed a monster with his jump. Yeah, okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll do a retaliate 3 on this Ravager. Leaves him on 1 health. Actually leaves him on 2 health because he puts up his shield and then it goes away. This Ravager, he shields and he goes 1, 2, 3, and then he attacks Tork. Tork is going to use a self-prevent 2 and move 2 with his tumble. So the downside of doing this is that he's about to bring darkness, which I'll show you in a second, but he still takes the damage and then he moves 2. So he takes 4 damage, which is reduced to 2 because of the prevention, and he moved 2. He then suffers a bleed, boo, and he would suffer fatigue, but he has no cubes to fatigue. So now we do what is called an unwilling recall, so we bring all of our curse cubes back, Now we have to put out a black cube, which is an ability that we can't use for a little while. So we'll remove Savage Charge. So that's Tork. And that's the two Ravagers. Drasek. So he's done a Retaliate, so he takes 1, 2, 3, 4. He has to put down a cube. And he has to also suffer a bleed from fatiguing. And that is him done. So the Ravagers are done, completed. So we move over to Drasek's turn. Now if we have a look at the dungeon map, you can see that that guy did shield up, but we retaliated, so his shield's gone. This guy's still got his shield. He's only got 2 health left, this yellow guy. Drasek. It's a tough call. Cool. So the first thing that happens is, hey Sammy, first thing that happens is he suffers 1 damage from bleed. Boo. The next thing that happens is he gets to do his cube actions. So we're going to use this red cube action, which is called Dragon's Breath. So this is, because he's a dragon, he shoots fire breath. It's awesome. So it's strike 1, that means he gets to target every model in a hex, which he doesn't have anyone that he can target multiples. And he's going to fire on the Lady Claw. No, he's going to fire on, where is he going to fire? Yeah, he's going to fire on the Lady Claw. So it's +2 to hit, which means he hits on a 6. Actually, can't do that at the moment because he's engaged. So what we'll actually do is this. We will do Gravity Push, which is 2 damage and push 3. And we will target this Lady Claw. So she takes 2 damage and push 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 damage. She then also, because we've pushed her into this lava, she suffers burn 2, which is good. Yeah, I've got some darkness to do, which I'll show now. So that triggers an unwilling recall. All of our cubes come back. We'll put our green one out. Now, in this mission, when you gain a curse cube, which is what I've gained here and here, you're supposed to pull a darkness tile. I forgot that. So the first one I pull is blue. It's a little zigzaggy one. Place that one there. That one was under Tork. And then this one of those. Cool. So Drasek still has a single cube action left, and he still has his movement action left. Do we use the periaptive healing? Or do we just kill that Ravager with our Valiant Smite? Yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll go 1, 2 to there, and we're going to strike that Ravager with a Valiant Smite. So I moved because getting off Darkness, Darkness has a -2 penalty when you're on Darkness. So 3, fortunately the Valiant Smite has a reroll. 17. So that will do +2 damage, which is 6 damage. That Ravager is defeated. So that's the end of our 2 heroes' turns. They both need to suffer 2 damage when the darkness lands on them. Let's go over to the initiative track. So that's Drasek done. So we've got 2 Lady Claws. They are both targeting the enemy with the most health. We go in initiative track order, which is pink first. So she will go 1, 2, which means she suffers another burn 2. And at the start of her turn, the burn triggers. So she's now got 3 burn on her, and she's taken 2 damage, 1, 2. And then she'll move on to the darkness, and she's going to target Tork. So if we go over to Tork, so this is Cleave 2, Poison 1, and Knockdown. Retaliate 3 is going to kill her before she activates. 1, 2, 3, not quite. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a green cube, blue cube to tumble. And I'm going to go 1, 2. So I still take Poison 1. I still take 2 damage, 1, 2. And I still take Knockdown, which means I can't move in my next turn. Or sorry, my next move action is nothing. But then the other Lady Claw is not going to be able to hit me, which is beneficial. So the other Lady Claw will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the end of our turn. Let's go back over to the initiative tracker. It's Tork again. Cool. So the first thing that happens in his turn is he suffers 1 damage from poison and 1 damage from bleed. 1, 2. He's going to use a green cube. No, blue cube. We'll actually use a yellow cube. He's going to heal himself for 2 and cleanse 1. So heal 2, cleanse. We're going to remove this curse cube, and we're going to remove the poison when you cleanse. And he has no move action. He's knocked down, so he'll use his move action to just clear his knockdown. And then he's going to use this yellow cube to join the fray, which will allow him to move to there and attack that Lady Claw with his axe at +0. So this is a 9+. He rolls a 6. That is a failure. You fail. But he does shield 2, which is good. Shield 2. So over to the Ravager. There is only 1. And he will move 1, 2, 3. Does he do that and go into the fire? I think that gets him closer. So yes, he does. So he's got 2 fire damage and 2 shield. That's as close as he gets. Tork, you'll survive, my friend. Drasek. So we will definitely use our Dragon's Breath now. So if we have a look at here, it's a ranged attack. It's strike 1, which means we target everyone in a square, +2 hit and burn 2. We're going to target both of these Lady Claws. That's a critical. Double damage. That's 8 damage to both Lady Claws. So down to 4. Dead. So we heal 1 every time a monster dies, and he gains a Fury token every time a monster dies. Very good. And so she's not going to be burning to death because we just burned her to death with our Fiery Breath. Burn 2. That is awesome. How good is that? So we will use our green cube to stun enemy, which does 1 damage to the Lady Claw. Oh, she's going to die before she gets to attack. That's nice. And she's now stunned. It's a stunning turn of events. Ho, ho, ho. Great stuff. Over to the initiative track. So we go down to the Lady Claw. Oh, they're immune to fire? Well, I don't think that actually changes too much, but... Immune to fire. Well, she doesn't take damage from the fire. So she'll just move to here. She can't attack from the stun. Boo, immune to fire. Oh my god, they're both immune to fire. Well, that makes more sense why there's fire all over the map then, doesn't it? That they don't really care about fire. I'm disappointed by that. I was very excited. There's immunity of fire here. I don't think I've done too many fire damages, maybe. Maybe 1 or 2 here or there, but yeah, that's fine. One of my policies on playing games, friends, is when you make mistakes, don't kick yourself, just move on. Do better next time. Okay, so the Lady Claw is stunned, so she does nothing. So we then move back to Tork. He has plenty of fury. She's only got 3 health left. The Ravager has got full 9 health, so he's probably a bigger concern. And yeah, the Ravager's going to go before us. He's got no yellow cubes. Why did you give yourself no yellow cubes, Deno? That's just dumb. Just dumb. Intimidate 4 for a war cry might be the go. Okay, I think we're going to do a Stomping Leap, which is jump 3, target adjacent enemy, 2 damage. So he can jump 1, 2, 3 to here, which will do 2 damage to him, 1, 2. But it will also do 2 damage to the Ravager, which will clear that shield off. And then we'll go over to here. We will actually do Intimidate 4, Self-Shield Fury 1. I think we'll do Intimidate 4. No, that's a waste of that one, because we're not doing an attack this turn. Stops you from doing any damage, I suppose. Yeah, so we'll do a Intimidate 4, and we will Intimidate the Ravager. Yeah, we'll Intimidate the Ravager, so his next attack is 0, because he's scared of Tork with his mighty jump. And then he's got his move action, he'll go 1, 2, 3. So that's him done. Next up to act is the Ravager. So he will target the enemy with the most health, which is Drasek. He will go 1, 2 to here. And unfortunately, because he was so scared by Tork, he does no damage. Which means we do not have to prevent or block anything. He does have his 1 shield back though, because he shields at the start of his turn, every turn. Drasek, okay, can you kill this something? Lady Claw has... Do we do a retaliate? No. Got no actual attack actions left on Drasek. He's got a Valiant Smite. I've got a Gravity Push, 2 damage and push 3. Pushing him into fire doesn't help us. Alright, well I'm definitely going to use this heal 2 and cleanse 1. So we'll heal myself, 1, 2, cleanse 1, clears that. And then there's no need to focus and cleanse. So I think we'll do our gravity push. Which is 2 damage and push 3 on the Lady Claw. 1, 2, 3. And we'll just move 1, 2. So she goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. So she can't get us. She's only got 1 health left. We'll be able to sort her out at our leisure. So the initiative tracker, the Lady Claw is targeting most health, which is Drasek. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does not get there. And that is the end of her movement. Alright, so Tork is about to get some darkness coming his way. So let's move to here and open this chest using a minor action. We have the teddy bear. So we suffer slow. Means our next movement is -2, which probably means this one, maybe? I'm not sure. Because the teddy bear, we get to draw 2 of these cards and keep 1. We will draw a scroll of icy bolts. I can almost guarantee you we're taking that one. And a potion of healing. We don't need a potion of healing. We've got plenty of healing. So I think we'll do the scroll of icy bolts right now. It's just going to clear out the 2 enemies. So scroll of icy bolts, 3 damage, kills the Lady Claw. That gets us another fury token on our brave hero. Where's my fury markers? There it is. And also heals Drasek. And 3 damage, which only does 1 damage, 2 damage because of the shield 1. And knockdown. He's not immune to knockdown. And that chest is gone. We still have 2 cube actions to go. We will do Battle Focus, which is focus and cleanse 1. So we get a focus, we don't cleanse anything, we do an unwilling recall, which all our cubes come back. We have to put out a curse, we'll put it on Savage Charge. Now we have to take this. It's a long line of darkness. Okay, we have a knocked down Ravager, that is good. We go to the initiative track. It is the Ravager's turn. He stands up, and that is the extent of his turn. We go to Drasek. He only has 1 cube action remaining. So he's going to use it for this Righteous Purge, which is heal 2. And we're actually going to heal 1 to Tork for that. I'm going to do 2 damage to the Ravager. He did put up a shield, so he only does 1 damage. And then these all come back. We do an unwilling thing. We'll put this intercept. And then it's a red, which is a little baby. Little baby one. So the darkness is quite punishing, and it's kind of like your timer on the game. And that is not good. So I still have my cube action. I still have my... Do we try and kill that guy? Yeah. 1, 2 to there. His knockdown's gone. His shield is gone. So I will try and hit him with a Valiant Smite. It's +1 to hit. I get a reroll. It's +2 damage. So if I hit him, 7 is +1 to hit, which is an 8 or more to hit. So that is a successful hit. +2 damage, it does 6 damage. That guy has 6 damage remaining. Boom, we have cleared the board. So let's go over and read the book area. So, special event, the welcoming. As you press through the smoke and mist, you see the platforms that lead to the ships, their wood creaking under the weight of the seaborne horrors marching for the city. The odour of half-rotten sea things assaults your nostrils and churns your stomach. Bathed in the pale light of the setting moon, the horde of creatures flows like a black tide towards the city. There are too many for the handful of guards working the docks at this late hour. You must stop them at any costs. Drasek's turn, and I've set up for the mission. We do still have a chest that I want to grab from in that room, but it's a dangerous chest to collect because I would take 4 damage from collecting that chest. So if we go to the initiative tracker, we just go down to the lady claws now that are both fighters. They are still speed 4, so she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they're primed for a little bit of fiery breath. And that's it. We go back to the start with Tork. So he's got furious rage happening all over the place. And perhaps it's time to start bringing the pain with a beheading strike and see if we can critical with our orcish blade and use our fury. Fear is the mind killer. Absolutely. So I don't think we're going to go for the chest. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to use his green cube to do a jump, which is jump 3, target adjacent enemy suffers 2 damage. Jump 1, 2, 3. He is going to suffer fire from doing that. Oh, I triggered that slow last turn. So he's adjacent to 2 enemies, a Lady Claw and a Ravager. The Ravager acts next. The Ravager has 9 health. If we critical, the beheading strike will just straight kill the Ravager. 16 health for the other girls. Wow. That's problematic. So I think our best play is to try and kill the Ravager. So let's do that. Yep, so we'll use a beheading strike, +3 to hit, 2 damage, and crit 16. It's a critical fail. That is unfortunate. I really need to get this furious accuracy. This is a level up for his class ability. Yeah. You may discard a fury to reroll an attack you just missed. It also gains the bonus damage. It's just an absolute clutch ability. That is an awful turn of events. We do still have shield 2 though, so we're a little bit okay. It's time for the Ravagers to go. So he shields up for 1. He's already adjacent to us. And so he will swing on us for 4, which will trigger bleed. But I am going to use my leather armor to self-prevent 2 and move 2. So along with my shield, means I suffer no damage. And I'm going to move 1, 2 onto the bridge. We will also retaliate maybe with our Drasek. No, we won't retaliate. Yeah, we'll retaliate. Use a green cube. Has to be a blue. Use a blue cube. Retaliate for 3 on Drasek, which will do 3 damage to 1, 2, which clears his shield. That's the end of the Ravager's turn, Drasek. So we definitely need to do a stun. And I'd like to do a strike with my thing. So we'll do a stun attack using a green cube. Actually, let's do this. Let's go 1, 2, 3. So we take 2 fire damage. we take burning 2, so we will suffer the penalty of burning. And then we're going to use a red cube to do 1 damage and stun the green Lady Claw. She now has 15 health remaining. And she's stunned, so she's not going to be attacking this turn. And then our second action. So do I just... Oh, I've got to use the fiery strike. Dragon's Breath. That's 4 damage. Strike 1. It's going to do 4 damage to both Lady Claws if I hit. So I think that's worth it. Hitting on an 8. Hitting on an 8. Come on, Deno. An 8! You couldn't see that, but an 8. Using our burn. Unfortunately, they're immune to thingy, but it's 4 damage to both of them, so that's good. 16 down to 12, 15 down to 11, and this chick is stunned. Okay, it's a good turn of events. It's now the Lady Claws, so they have Cleave 2, Poison 1, and Knockdown. They both target the highest strength enemy, so she's going to go here, she's going to go here. One of them doesn't attack because it's stun, and then does 5 damage, so I'm going to use this yellow cube to do a prevent 5, which means we suffer no penalty. So that is it. Initiative tracker goes back to Tork. He will do a Intimidate 4. Your next attack gains +2 damage and crit 16. So Intimidate 4 will target one of the Lady Claws, and then we'll do a Mighty Blow, which is +2 hit, +1 damage, and knockdown to this Ravager. The Ravager is not immune to knockdown. So using Mighty Blow and Warcry, 16 plus. It's an 18, that's a crit, so that does 1 damage. We'll actually flip one of our Fury tokens because we then gain it back. We suffer 2 damage from the fire. We have 1 damage from the fire left. And that just straight kills the Ravager, which is amazing. Heals from an enemy dying. Intimidate 4 on one of the Lady Claws. Put on the pink one, and then he will move 1, 2, 3. Good turn from Tork. Making things happen. There is no Ravager now. Boom. So it's over to Drasek. So I think we need to get the hell out of there. So first of all, we take 2 damage from the fire. We are going to be moving onto fire as well, so we have a green. Okay, so this is going to be a good turn, maybe. Well, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So that would gain us 2 more fire, because we've moved on to fire. We're then going to use our green to move 3 and then heal 2. 1, 2, 3. Heal 2. 1, 2. And then we have an unwilling recall because all of our cubes are spent. That makes us draw a black one. We'll clear off our Fury heal. It's an L shape. Like so. We still have a cube action to go. So the cube action that I'm going to use is a Periaptive Healing. Using a red cube. Split, heal 5. Each hero who receives at least 2 of this heal may also remove 1 condition. So I'm going to heal myself for 2. 1, 2. Which will remove both of those burn tokens. And then I will spend the rest of my heal 5, which is actually heal 6 because of my comforting words. So 4 heal on Tork. And I will clear off his burn as well. Okay. that's the state of affairs. It's now the lady claws. This is going to be less than ideal. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one is the pink one. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. She's intimidated for 4. Actually, she would go here. She's intimidated for 4. So this attack would be 4 damage or 5 damage normally. It goes to 7 because of the darkness. But it's then reduced to 3 from the intimidate. So I'm actually going to use this red cube from Drasek to do a prevent 3. So that negates her as well completely. These all come back. We have a curse cube. Cover the retaliate, I think. Little zigzag. We'll go like that. So he takes 2 damage. 1, 2. That's the first Lady Claw done. The second Lady Claw will go 1, 2, 3, 4. She can't quite get to him, so she does a swing for 5 damage. Drasek will use his yellow cube to self-prevent 5, which means suffers no damage. So no poison, no knockdown. That is the end of the Lady Claws. We go back to Tork. I think I'm going to go to that interaction token. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. So, yes. So movement, we will go 1, 2, 3. So we didn't walk on darkness this turn, so we don't suffer any more damage. Maybe I'll actually do a heal. So, yep, so we'll do a heal 2, 1, 2, and cleanse 1. And cleanse off our savage charge. And we're going to interact with this interaction token. So let's go over to the book area. And we see that this interaction token is page 9. Let's go and have a look at page 9. Whoa! Do we try to tear down the bridge? Do we destroy them all? Do we burn the bridge, or do we run away? Well, we're not running away. APL 11, destroy them all. Look at all these cool interactions. APL 11, destroy them all. Looking at the frightful scene of the creatures in the darkness marching, you grit your teeth and firm your legs on the wooden deck. Contracting all the muscles in the body, in an attempt to replace your fear with fury, you roar at the creatures. If you die there, you will take them all with you. You gain focus 2. Yes. 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 Add the following monsters as indicated by the illustration. When the last monster is defeated, you may read end of the adventure, boarding the Sea Wing. Okay. We're set up. We've got to clear, destroy everyone to win this mission successfully. Okay. So we'll go back to, this was the choice. This was the choice we had. We destroy them all. Okay, so Tork still has his second cube action. So he's healed 2 and cleanse 1. Maybe we focus and cleanse 1 as well. We get 4 focus and that lets us do 2 attacks. Yep, we're going to do that. 4 focus and clear off that cube. So if we go over to the initiative tracker now, so we have a blue Ravager who's got 9 health. We have a red Ravager who's got 9 health. We have a yellow Lady Claw who's got 16 health because she's a champion. And then we have an Abomination who's got 15 health. There is a lot of health to be destroyed. We can do it. I have confidence. Okay, so we're back to this Ravager now. So they're only speed 3. 1, 2, 3, doesn't get into melee range. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't get into melee range. Good. Drasek. So, both of those Lady Claws have a fair bit of health left. We are definitely taking darkness wherever we go. So let's do our move 1, 2 to there. So we take 2 damage from the darkness. Do we try and burn both of them with our fiery breath? I think we need to do a heal and a cleanse. Yeah, we'll use our fiery breath, which is strike 1, so it targets everyone in a zone. So we're going to target this zone. We are hitting, we're at the darkness, so we're hitting on -2. It's a 50-50 this play. Is that the right option? Yeah. 50-50. Come on, Deno. 19. So both of those dudes suffer 4 damage. They would suffer burn 2, but they don't have burn. So pink, 4 damage down to 8. Green, 11 down to 7. He's then got his second cube action. And I think we will do a gravity push. Have no other moves. So yeah, we'll do a gravity push, which is green 2 damage and push 3 on this pink chick. 1, 2, 3. So she'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. She won't be able to get into range. So 2 damage to pink. Pink's down to 6 health remaining. And that is that. So this is going to be a punishing next activation from these Lady Claws, because I've been doing a good job of preventing damage, but not much left now. Okay, so first one is the yellow Lady Claw. It's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there, and it's going to do 5 damage to Tork. Do we do 5 damage back using our focus? No. Do we prevent 3? Yes, we will prevent 3. So Tork prevents 3. He takes 1, 2 damage. It does poison and knocks us down, which sucks. The next one to activate is pink. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't get into range. And that's it. Next one to activate is green. It will move to the darkness. This is very bad. And it swings for 7 because it's on darkness. Cleave 2, poison 1 and knockdown. Knockdown's really bad. I can retaliate all damage on that person using 3 focus from Tork. So I can retaliate all damage. There's no range on that. So I spend 3 focus and do that. Yeah, because we don't use a cube. Settle the score. Yeah, I think that's the play. We'll spend 3 focus to do 7 damage to that green Lady Claw, which kills the Lady Claw. However, Drasek's going to take 7 damage, knockdown and poison 1. Not ideal. Yep. Down to 4, poison 1, and knockdown. Drasek's going to have to do a heal, I think. Big heal. Oh, those Lady Claws are slowing us down big time. Drasek, poison and knockdowns. Tragically bad. Okay. So whenever a monster dies, we heal 1. So Drasek heals 1. He gains Fury, but he's already maxed on Fury. So that's the end of the Lady Claw's activations. So now we have the Abomination. 1, 2. So he pushes him to there. Abomination. Movement 2. Regeneration 1. Strike 1. Stun. Also immune to fire. Oh my god. Why is everyone immune to fire in this mission? That sucks. Back to Tork. We are knocked down. We are poisoned, so we take 1 damage from the poison. The poison actually stays on our board. We do a movement action to do our knockdown, so we do not do any movement. We will absolutely do a beheading strike. And then I guess we'll do a jumping leap maybe. Yeah, beheading strike. +3 to hit, +2 damage and crit 16 plus. If we go 16 plus, this attack will do 15 damage and it will one-shot a Ravager. So I would prefer not to roll bad. 15! Oh, you fuck. Oh, that's annoying. 15 is +2 damage, so that is a total of 7, and I'll spend a Fury to make it 8 damage to that Lady Claw. That Lady Claw goes from 16 down to 8. We can't move anywhere. We spent our focus and we don't have any other things. So do we enrage self-shield 4? Or do we intimidate? I feel like we might be best running the hell away. So let's do this. We'll pay 1 hit point. 1 hit point. And we will move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here. And then target adjacent enemy suffers 2 damage. So that pink chick suffers 2 damage. We suffer 2 damage from running through the darkness, which is not good. But we're not going to get attacked by anyone else this turn, which is pretty good. Initiative tracker goes to the Ravager. Ravager speed 3, 1, 2, 3. Doesn't get to anyone. This Ravager, he just goes 1, I guess. Oh no, he'll go 1, 2, 3 into the water. And that's the Ravager's done. Drasek. So we definitely need to get off that darkness. So we suffer 1 damage from poison. We cannot get off that darkness. Okay, so I'm going to use a yellow cube to heal 2 and cleanse 1. 1, 2, heal myself, cleanse 1. Oh, I need to kill that chick, so I can't use the yellow cube for that. I'll use the blue cube for that. I can't get into range. 1 damage and stun. Can't get into range to attack that guy. Heal 2 and cleanse 1. Heal 2 and cleanse 1. Focus and cleanse 1. Stun enemy. I am definitely taking damage from the darkness because I can't get it off. Okay. So this is the way to do it. 1 damage and stun. We stun the Lady Claw. So this Lady Claw suffers 1 damage and stun. She has 3 left. She's not going to be able to do anything else this turn. And then we'll use this yellow cube to heal for 3. 1, 2, 3, because our heals have a +1 bonus. And cleanse 1, we will remove this invigorating steps black cube. However, and we also remove our poison, we are about to gain it back, and we will place it on this retaliate probably. And all of our cubes come back. We then draw a rune, an orange rune, which has this one. So this is placed here. Oh, there's plenty of darkness to contend with now. We can't move, so we've suffered 2 damage at the end of our turn from the darkness, but our knockdown is gone. Drasek's turn's over. The Lady Claw. Oh no, this one's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there, and she is going to get into range for Drasek. However, Drasek will now prevent 5. She's 7 damage. And Tork will use his blue to retaliate 3. So yellow takes 3 damage, goes down to 5. It negates all the damage, so we don't suffer knockdown and poison. And that's good. We then have to do unwilling recall here. We will put this here, and we will zigzag, which does not fit at all. So we'll place one of these out here. Her stun's gone. Ugh. So much darkness. That wasn't retaliate 3, it was prevent 3. Sorry. So good. The other Lady Claw does nothing because she's stunned. Abomination. 1, 2. Great. But he's going to swing on Drasek. This is bad. Strike 1. Stun. Stun is we lose a cube action. Can't do anything about that, I don't think. He's on darkness too. This is a 7 damage swing. Is he just getting smashed now? Is there anything I can do to stop that? Can't divert. I'll have to use this kite shield, which fatigues me. Prevents 2. I take 5 damage. Go down to 2. And it stuns me as well. Gosh, that is awful. I have 1 condition. Except I won't be suffering that penalty. Okay. That's the end of the initiative track. So we go back to the start and talk. So let's just take stock here. So this pink chick, 3 health left. This yellow chick, 8 health left. The 2 red and blue, they've been untouched, so they've got plenty of health left. This big guy, 15 health. If Tork is very fortunate, he can one-shot any one of those with a beheading strike. Gosh, this is very challenging. This is good. I haven't felt this challenged in this game at this point, because I'd very much like to not suffer any trauma cubes before we go into the next mission. So the Ravagers are a problem. So do I heal 2 and cleanse 1 on Tork and then go for a thingy strike? Can I kill that Lady Claw? Kill either Lady Claw. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go for a beheading strike on the Abomination. If I can kill the Abomination, that probably alleviates a fair bit of pressure. Now I can do that because I can move Tork 1, 2, 3 down into the water. He doesn't suffer any damage for going into that. He doesn't suffer a penalty for going into darkness for doing that. If he enrages to shield himself 4, that's good. Shield 4, Fury 1. Do I do that or do I heal 2 and cleanse 1? Get rid of the poison. No, I'm going to be able to get rid of the poison with my periaptive healing. The Ravagers are going to do some damage. One of them is anyway. Cool. Yep, so we'll do a beheading strike. This swing, I'm actually better off just attacking the Lady Claw here because it's +2 damage, which means it goes to damage 7. And in that case, I'm better off standing here so I don't suffer a penalty for elevation. So yeah, +3 hits, +2 damage, and crit 16 plus. We don't need to worry about the crit. If we get the hit, it kills because I'll spend a Fury token. So 4 is just enough. So spend a Fury token, gain a Fury token. That chick dies. Amazing. And that's the end of Tork. So this Ravager is going to go next. It's going to move to here. It's got 3 shield now. Oh, I forgot about that. That's awful. It is going to target Tork. It does no damage. 3 shield. The other one's got 3 shield too. Got to clear that. Oh, it does do 2 damage actually, but we'll self 2, prevent 2, and move 2. 1, 2. That's good. That stops the Abomination from hitting both of us. Okay, so now it's Drasek's turn. So this is a big turn. The first thing that we're going to do is use our periaptive healing. What's the second thing we're going to do? We're going to try and kill that other Lady Claw. So we need to move 1, 2 to here. Next to the Lady Claw, we're going to swing a Valiant Smite, which is a hit. It does enough damage to kill the Lady Claw. That heals 1. Oh, he heals another one actually. Before I do that, rather, I'll use my periaptive healing, which allows me to heal up to 6. I'm going to heal myself for 1, 2, and clear my stun. And I'm going to heal him for 1, 2, 3, 4, and clear his poison. So that's good, that's good. He's lost all of his shields from the swing from the Ravager. And then we do the Valiant Smite after using the periaptive healing, which then kills the Lady Claw. So that heals for another wound. He goes up to Fury 4. And that is all we've got. Unfortunately, I don't have any prevention coming at all, but we will get to do a few things. So let's go back to the initiative tracker. So that's Drasek done. Lady Claws, none left. Abomination. So it's going to move 1. Actually, is it going to move 1? Because it's targeting Tork. Doesn't matter who it's targeting, they are dying. Damn. So yeah, we'll let it kill Tork. So regeneration 1, strike and stun. He'll stay right where he is because he's already in darkness. This does 7. He has 7 wounds remaining. Am I better off doing it that slightly differently? No. Yeah, actually I'm better off doing it slightly differently. I'm better off healing him 1 extra and healing him 1 less. That then targets Drasek. He takes all of this. So he goes to Drasek, he targets Drasek, he smashes him. He leaves him on 1 health. He stuns Drasek, which is a-okay. And strike 1 stun. Yep. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, this is just an intense mission. So we go back to the start. We have Tork. He has a green and a red. That is just awful. So we'll heal 2 and cleanse 1 using this green. So he's going to heal himself for 2, 1, 2, and cleanse 1, cleanse that black cube. And then he is going to move 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then he's going to join the fray. He's going to move 1, 2. That puts up a shield 2, and he makes a melee attack, or sorry, a ranged attack. So he's going from here up over to here. Join the fray, move 2, hit. That's a miss, which is unfortunate, but we gain everything back, and we then put a black cube out and draw a darkness tile. Darkness tile is a Z on the green. Like so. Curse cube will go out on Savage Charge. Ravagers go. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So this guy will go first to here. He goes a shield 4. And he hits us for 5, 3, 4. So we will use a green to prevent 2 and move 2. We need to drag that other guy over to us. So we take no damage from him because we have a prevention. And we have a thing, and then this guy is also going to come for us. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, is he going to go? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. He's not going to get there. So, yeah. He's going to have to go for Drasek. That's going to kill Drasek. That's probably okay. So Drasek, unfortunately, dies from the Ravager's attack. That puts him back up to full health. We put out a trauma cube, so we're going to put that out there. We then did a free recall action. We clear all of our things, and we're now back in the game. I don't love having a trauma cube, but that's okay. Ugh. Those shields on the Ravagers is just absolutely punishing. It is Drasek's turn now. The big guy is immune to stun. He is. He's immune to knockdown, push, stun, and telekinesis. So I can't escape him. So I reckon we focus 1, cleanse 1, because we need to get some cleansing. Or do we just... Drasek, he's dead, he's got trauma. Maybe we need to do a magic attack and stun one of those Ravagers just to slow them down a little bit. Heal 2, cleanse 1. I can move out of the darkness if I do that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, that's probably the go. Okay, so I'm going to heal 2 and cleanse 1 using a yellow cube on Tork, Drasek. So he's going to heal. Can't do that. I'll do it with a green cube. No, with a blue cube. I realise my mistake. Blue cube. Heal 2, cleanse 1. Heal 2, cleanse 1. So we're cleansing ourselves and we're healing because we use a blue cube. Tork, 1, 2. Then we take our move. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to play this green cube, which is another move 3. 1, 2, 3, which gets us to there. That is also another heal 2. 1, 2. So we've healed Tork back up to mostly full. The Abomination goes now. He moves 1, 2 to here. And he swings on Drasek, who's going to use a red cube to prevent 5, which means he suffers no damage because the dude's not on darkness, finally. Tork goes. Can Tork kill a Ravager in 1 swing with a Valiant Smite? He can. So we will enrage, self-shield for... do we do that? No, let's just do the Beheading Strike. Let's see if we can kill the guy. It's a 6. We don't kill the guy, but we do hit, and that does +2 damage, which is 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. So we suffer 4 from the shield, and then 4 damage. So down to 4. We'll then do a Mighty Blow, which is +2 hit, +1 damage and knockdown. That's a 19. That's a hit. Could have killed the guy in 1 swing. We did not. We'll go 1, 2, 3 to be adjacent to him. And that Ravager is done. That Tork is done. Move to there. Interesting mission. I've enjoyed it a lot. The Ravagers go next. This guy's going to go 1, 2, 3 and fight Drasek. He's hitting him for 4. We have no way of preventing that, but all of it. So that's just going to do bleed 1 and fatigue 1. So we'll fatigue this yellow cube. We will bleed ourselves for 1. I will, however, apply a retaliate 3 from Tork, which will clear 3 of the shields. And then we go to Drasek's turn. Valiant Smite, +1 to hit with a reroll, +2 damage. This will be 6 damage. It's a hit. We suffer 1 from the bleed and it goes away. So the 6 damage is -1 from the shield. So 5 damage to him. He's down to 4. And then I think we focus 1, cleanse 1. Yep. So we'll focus 1, cleanse 1. We're going to pull our cubes back. We're going to gain a black cube. We're going to put a black cube down. Gaining a black cube means we draw one of these. It's an L shape. The L shape is placed underneath Drasek and underneath the Ravager. Yucky. And that's that. So over to the initiative tracker. Done, done, done. Unfortunately, the Abomination now has darkness again. He will target Drasek because he has the most health, so he will move to here. He's now going to hit us for 7. We can do a prevention of 5. And Tork can also do a prevent 3, so we will suffer no damage, no stun. Tork's turn. He's going to enrage himself, which is going to be a shield 4 and fury 1. He's going to suffer 1, 2 from the darkness. He's going to suffer a black cube. We'll clear our stomping leap. Darkness tile is a little triangle. Put it here. All right, so the Ravager is the highest priority. It only has 3 health left. Can we just kill him without using one of our big attacks? Actually, we might just retaliate and let him die to retaliate. Yep, so he'll just move 1 to here. He's going to use his Beheading Strike on the Abomination. Plus 3 hit, plus 2 damage in a critical. If I roll 16 plus, we just basically kill the Abomination, which would be amazing. It's an 18. So just to run through their numbers, 5 damage from this. Beheading Strike is plus 2 damage, which takes it to 7. We spend a Fury, which takes it to 8. And then we double the damage because it's a critical. We gain that Fury back because we killed a white or a black monster. We just literally beheaded this Abomination. Very good work, Tork. Has he done? Yeah, and he enraged and shielded for 4. Glorious stuff. Glorious stuff. All right, well that's a nice way to finish the mission. The Ravager's going to attack Drasek. We're going to retaliate him for 3. He shields up for 1, so he takes 2 damage. The attack on Drasek is going to be 6 damage. We can prevent some of it, but we don't need to prevent any of it. 6 damage goes down to 7. On Drasek's turn, what is that also? Bleed 1 and fatigue 1. So we'll bleed, we'll fatigue the green. So we take 1 damage from bleed and it goes away. We will move, oh, he also heals 1 when a monster dies. We'll move off the darkness. We will make a Valiant Smite, but we will also use our Periaptive Healing. So the Periaptive Healing, we'll heal ourselves for 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll heal Drasek for 3. 1, 2, 3. And the Valiant Smite is a reroll, hitting on a 7 plus. That's a 15. It does enough damage to kill the Ravager. That is a very, very excellent mission that I appreciate in every way. We've cleared the dungeon. End of the adventure, boarding the Sea Wing. The last of the noisome creatures falls under your onslaught, and you pause a moment to collect your breath. You survey the scene of destruction around you. The devastation to the wharf is far greater than you could have imagined, and numerous fires continue to ravage the dockside unchecked. Thankfully, it seems that the bulk of the abominable monstrosities have been reclaimed by the sea. The few who remain exhibit horrifying mutations, pairing what appears to be the claws and tentacles of submarine things with the nauseatingly familiar rotted aspect of other creatures of darkness. Reluctantly, you look up towards the Sea Wing, Admiral Luccanor's flagship. Truly, she was cursed. The only favourable omen is the slowly lightening sky as the dark of night makes way for day. You pray that the sun will reveal better things than the moon did. Either way, you know it's time to go aboard. Cool. Take the appropriate reward, so we'll do that. Then take a free recall action and recover all your health. Oh, nice. Free recall action, but recover all your health. So free recall means you don't suffer a curse cube. Finally, pets are dismissed. If you aren't getting the game session, keep the... Finally, you can undo all setups on the board. And then with the runes, yeah, cool. Great. So we will reveal all level 1 equipment items and take 1 from the deck. So I think we wanted an offhand weapon for... Oh, that is awesome. But no. Offhand weapon for retaliate. Black steel blade? No. Amulet of power? No. Where's the other? Leather armor. Do I have any other leather armor? Padded leather. There we go. I'll take padded leather for Tork to give him a bit better prevention. And then Drasek has pretty much everything he wants already at the moment. So offhand weapon. Spell attacks gain +1 damage. Do I have any spell attacks? Yeah, I suppose. I think we'll take that. Means our jump becomes a little bit more powerful, which seems fun. So, packed blade, padded leather armor for Tork. Everything else here is good. Let's continue with the Ruin of Luccanor, Chapter 2. All right. As you scramble aboard the ship, you can't help but notice the dilapidated state of the wood. It's as if the vessel had been rotting there for centuries, suffering every imaginable effect of time, damp and sun. And dense fog still blankets the bay, jealously resisting the early morning sunlight. Even thicker bands of mist coil outwards from a gaping hole that dominates the centre of the ship's main deck, splitting it nearly in half and completely separating the Admiral's cabin from the helm. So great is the rift that you are astonished it has not split the vessel in half and cast it under the waves. The only sound that breaks the awful stillness is a creaking in the bowels of the ship, a distant moaning like the laments of the damned. You hold your breath for a moment, straining to hear anything over the ominous noises. Nothing, not even the lapping of the harbour waves can be heard. The air hangs still and heavy, unruffled by the slightest breeze, as the fog clings to you with a preternatural chill. Suddenly, a new sound echoes through the cloying mist, a heavy tread upon the boards of the deck. You step back, the creak of the warped and twisted wood sounding thunderous in the still. Now you hear guttural sounds across the deck, and the stomping grows hurried and headed in your direction. Vague shapes appear, shrouded by the fog. At first, you think they may be the crew of the Sea Wing, but as they become more distinct, it becomes painfully clear that these are no crewmen. Maybe some of them were once, but no more. A hooded figure appears in the gloom, spouting what must be orders in a debased language you cannot identify. The hideous, malformed sea beast respond, pressing toward you as an enormous silhouette begins to take shape in the haze, the wooden planking groaning violently under its weight. With every step of the huge creature, it seems that the already rotten vessel will surely collapse, dragging all of you to a dank and sunless grave in the bottomless waters of the Umbral Harbour. Yeah! Okay, so this one is Darkness Summoning Rule. The darkness is spawned at the beginning of each Shadow Cultist activation. It considers Shadow Cultists as its spawning points. Very cool. The darkness will chase the strongest hero. Whenever a hero takes a recall action, they suffer a curse cube, trauma, and that is it. So we have set up here, we have a veteran Shadow Cultist, a black monster rookie, a white monster Ravager rookie, and an interaction token. Here is the board. So, interaction token. There's 2 interactions on it, and there's a door here. There's no end of the mission available to us yet. If we have a look at our initiative tracker, we are over at Tork, so he can go first. So we probably just want to take care of the abomination first. The Ravager won't get to us no matter what happens. So, yeah. So let's do this. Let's go over to Tork. He will move 1, 2, 3, and then he doesn't have his stomping leap available. He'll join the fray, doesn't he? Well, join the fray, I suppose. Move 2, 1, 2, shield 2. He's already got shield 2, and he'll make an attack. That's a critical failure. That's okay. We'll use this beheading strike. See if we can get a 16 plus. Oh, it's a 14. So we'll spend our thing. It's 8 damage to the abomination. Down to 7 health remaining. On the initiative tracker, the Ravage goes next. He shields 1, and he moves 1, 2, 3. And then Drasek is going to go. So Drasek will move 1, 2, 3. He's going to focus 1 and cleanse 1, so we can clear that off. Actually, he's going to clear Stomping Leap from Tork. And then he's going to move to heal 2. Strike, nope. Nope, I think he's actually just going to use his gravity push using a green cube to do 2 damage. And we'll target the Ravager. 1. Just crowd control the Ravager. Takes 1 damage from the 2. So the Shadow Cultist. So we now draw Darkness for the Shadow Cultist. And we draw one of those, and it heads outwards from where he is. Like so. And then the Shadow Cultist goes. So place down the Darkness. 1, 2, 3, 4. He does not get into range with his range attack. Abomination. He can't strike both of us. His preference is the person with the most health. So he will go to here. And he will hit us for 5. Drasek will use his Endure to prevent 5. Regeneration 1. So he regenerates 1 damage to go back up to 8. Back to the dungeon, and it's back to Tork's activation. Go, big fella. He is not going to be able to get this done. Do we retaliate 3? All right, let's try this. Let's focus 1 and cleanse 1 on Tork, which is going to give him 2 focus. And then we're going to Stomping Leap, which is going to go 1, 2, 3 to here. And we then do 3 damage with our Packed Blade. 2, 2, 3. And then we will actually spend 2 focus to make a focus attack, which is called Log Splitter, which is +1 to hit, +2 damage and stun. So this is 5 damage, hitting on a 8 or more. That's a 2. Damn, that's annoying. Oh well. Did I do my cleanse? I don't think I did. Focus 1 and cleanse 1. That's okay. It doesn't do any damage. It doesn't do stun. That was actually so critical. I really got to level up that frenzy so I can reroll my thingy abilities. Anyway, we're done. So we go over to the Ravager. That's really annoying. Okay, so the Ravager goes 1, 2, 3, and he is going to hit Tork. However, we have 4 shield. And so we negate that attack, which does nothing. He puts his shield back up on himself though. Gone. And then the Shadow Cultist goes. He is now going to spawn darkness, and we flip a little 2. That is awesome. Can't get us. Okay, we're now into Drasek. So I'm not really thrilled about this turn of events, but let's do a one damage and stun onto the Shadow Cultist. So the Shadow Cultist will go down to 11 health. And he's stunned, so he's not going to have an attack this turn. Which is Clutch. And then we will do a Valiant Smite, which is +1 hit with a reroll, +2 damage. The Abomination, you're not going to be able to do it because he doesn't have any bleed. Yeah, that's a shame. Oh well. 9 is a hit, so it's +2 damage. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We leave the Abomination on 2 health. We can kill the Abomination though with a Retaliate. That's good. Okay, so the next person to activate is the Abomination, Tork. He will retaliate for 3 damage, which is going to kill the Abomination. However, it will still do its 5 damage, which does stun Drasek. But again, we can sort that out. We then go back to the start, and Tork is going to have his activation. So he will use his Enrage, Self, Shield 4, and Fury 1. When a black monster dies, he goes 1, he heals 1. Okay, so he's got 4 Fury, and he did his Retaliate, so he has to put out his Curse Cube. We don't draw Darkness when we draw a Curse Cube anymore, so put it on Savage Charge. Probably want to kill the Ravager actually. Ravager's got 9 health. Let's try and Beheading Strike him. Let's just try and kill him with 1 swing. A 2? No. Stop missing with your good attacks, you doofus. We'll knock down the Ravager. +2 hit. Oh, another 2. You dingbat. I can't do anything about that. That is just a tragically bad turn of events. He'll move 1, 2, 3. He takes 2 damage from walking through darkness. And that is him done. So the Ravager goes now. He can't get to his preferred target, so he just goes to Tork. He'll go there. He goes to shield 2. He does 4 damage. Tork is going to use a tumble, prevent 4, and move 2. He'll move 1, 2 on top of there. No damage, no fatigue, no bleed. We then move to the Shadow Cultist. We spawn Darkness. Another little one. That's good stuff. Goes towards the strongest hero, which is Drasek, so it will go there. Like so. Then, it's Drasek's turn. He moves towards 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so he moves to here. However, he is stunned, and so he does not attack. And then it's Drasek's turn. So, 1, 2, 3, suffers 2 damage from walking into darkness. He will use his Periaptive Healing, which we're going to heal his stun. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll heal 1 on Tork. So Tork is on 14. Drasek is on 16. That forces all of the curse cubes to come back. All the cubes come back and place out a curse cube. And I think we will go this one. What's our best option here, Deno? I'd really much prefer to get out of the thing. We're just going to stun the cultist again, I think. 1 damage to the cultist and stun at any range. Cultist is down to 10 health. The abomination's dead, so we go back to Tork. He can't use his interaction at the moment. He can't do the interaction token. So let's do this. Let's use his green cube to do a jumping leap. 1, 2, 3. We'll go here. So that's actually going to do 3 damage now because of his packed blade. And takes him down to 7. And then we have a blue cube, so we could self-shield and fury. Or we could use the red cube to shield 2, move 2 and do an attack. So we'll do that. So we're going to do join the fray. We're going to move 1, 2 to here. And we're going to use our melee attack, or sorry, our ranged attack with our axe to swing on the Ravager. That is a 19. So 19 is a hit, which is 5, 6 damage. The Ravager has 1 health remaining. How very annoying. On his turn, we go here. He shields up for 1. He will move to Tork. Tork has 2 shield on him at the moment. So yeah, Tork will just retaliate and kill him. So he's going to take 1, 2 from the attack. He does put bleed up. And fatigue would apply, but he did not have any cubes, so 1 bleed. That happens, and we would heal, but that's it. So the Ravager's defeated. And we just have a stunned Shadow Cultist. He is going to draw a tile. Starting to run out of tiles. A Z. Oh. So I don't think there's any way that I can... Yep, that is adjacent. Gets Tork for 2 damage. Bummer. He'll then move, and because he is stunned, he does not do his attack. That is the end of his turn. So we'll go over to Drasek now. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3. He is absolutely in the darkness already. So he takes 2 damage. 1, 2. We'll use a red cube to heal 2 and cleanse 1. So we'll heal ourselves for 2. And we'll cleanse our invigorating steps. How many health's that guy left? Valiant Smite. Yeah, we'll try and kill him. So Valiant Smite. +1 to hit with a reroll. He's in darkness. That's a 9, so he's 8 to hit. Darkness is -2, so that goes to 10. +1 is a 9, so it's a hit. 2 damage, so that is 6 damage. The guy has 4 health left. And that is all. Over to Tork again. So Tork takes 1 damage from bleed. he's going to do his jump to here. 1, 2, 3. Is that the best way to go? No, I think that's an ineffective way of doing things. 1, 2, 3, using his move action. Yeah, I suppose. No, we'll do the jump. It does 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. No, not to him. To him. 1, 2, 3. He's alive with 1. We will swing using the beheading strike, which is +3 to hit. Actually, I think we'll move 2 to there. Put up shield 2. And hope that we can use the elevation bonus to let us hit. That's a hit. That does 6 damage. Kills him. Good. No monsters left on the board. We can use our minor action now to flip that interaction token. It is page 16. Let's have a look. Oh, it's Admiral Luccanor himself. We can examine the torn clothes, we can examine his eyes, we can turn the wheel, we can pay our respects to the Admiral, we can remove the dagger, or we can pick up the handle fragment. I don't think any of these options sound good. Let's pay respect to the Admiral. We're good people. We like to be respectful. We're a good bunch of heroes. APL 52. Pay respect to the Admiral. You pick up the Admiral's hat and broken sword, placing them on Luccanor's chest. You cross the man's hands, leaving him in a more dignified position. You say a prayer, and as you utter it, you notice the darkness leaking out of the Admiral's eyes is reduced, while a small sunbeam penetrates the clouds and covers you both with a brief touch of heat. Each hero gains shield 2. That is very much appreciated. Great. So it's back to the initiative tracker now. So we've got no time pressure now because he's dead. He's dead. And that means that there's no darkness appearing. He's also dead. So Drasek can go. I think we will go also up here. 1, 2, 3. And we will do an interaction token as well. Do we turn the wheel, remove the dagger? Let's pick up the handle fragment. I reckon the handle fragment sounds good. So pick up the handle fragment, APL 32. Pick up the handle fragment. Oh, this is bad. Each hero takes 2 non-preventable damage. When you touch Luccanor's hand, which is holding a piece of the helm shaped like a serpent's head, you feel that an unnatural strength was applied to pull it off. The corpse's rigidity also seems to keep holding the handle with the same strength. With much effort, you remove the piece of the helm from the Admiral's hands. As you look at the man again, you see him sit up and open his eyelids, showing his empty sockets. Luccanor's mouth opens wide, and an indescribable sound fills your mouth. Fills your mind with unspeakable visions and horrors, summing up the last moments of Luccanor's life. Both heroes take 2 non-preventable damage. Boom. So he still has his cube actions, so he's going to use a focus 1, cleanse 1 to go to focus 2. And then he will use this yellow one to do a periaptive healing, and he will heal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on himself. There's no conditions. We'll then do a heal 2. What else do we do? Yeah, heal 2, 2 damage. Gains his curse cube back. We'll do that. Heal 2, 1, 2. Back to the start, it's Tork. So Tork's going to go 1, 2. He's going to take 2 damage from the darkness. He's going to open the door. He still has a single move action left. We've used both of those interaction tokens. Let's have a look. When you pry open a hatch to the lower deck, you are struck by the acrid odour of rot and death. As you descend the steep steps, you realise the rift in the ship's hull extends even further below. Your eyes struggle to adjust to the dimness, and you become aware of a vile black ooze flowing outward from that hole and gathering along the walls and corners. You feel drawn towards it, and it seems to gaze back at you, probing your mind for nightmares and giving them shape. Alright, we have another Shadow Cultist. We have a Lady Claw. 2 chest tokens, very good. Alright, I'll go set that up. Okay, so we have a Veteran Shadow Cultist, 2 Lady Claw rookies, 2 chest tokens, and the event triggers when the last monster is defeated. We read Special Event, Broken Floor. I'm sure that sounds very good for our brave heroes. Here we go. We're set up. So Tork still has 1 movement point left. So we'll go to there. And he still has 2 cube actions left. He has shield 4, so I think we'll expend a blue to do a move action. 2, 3 to there. That's risky. We go there. No, we're just going to stay there so we don't get hit by 2. And then we'll expend a yellow to do a beheading strike, and if we get really, really, really lucky, we can just kill that dude straight up. So let's do that. Let's just kill him. A 3? Oh no, that is actually a miss. Oh, why couldn't you roll a 16? The 20! Fuck. That would have killed him before he even activated. Alright, but it didn't happen because I suck at rolling 20s. Can only do it when it doesn't matter. The Shadow Cultist. So he is a ranged attacker, so he is actually going to move back 1. No, the first thing that happens is darkness. So we will draw a darkness, and it's a big one. Don't appreciate anything about that. Put that there. And then he will move backwards to be able to shoot us from ranged. Tork has 4 shield. So he's going to use his 4 shield. And then he's going to prevent 4. So that total damage, which would be 6 plus 2 because he's on darkness, goes to 8. And he is preventing 8 and moving 2. 1, 2. Which is good. And we will retaliate for 3. That triggers a unwilling recall. So we will, do we clear our jump? I think we'll clear our retaliate actually. So Tork, Savage Charge, he's still travelling along quite nicely. Initiative tracker now goes to Drasek. So Drasek is going to move. He's going to have to take damage from the darkness. 1, 2. So he's going to go 1, 2 to there. And then we'll consider if we're going another one. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we're going to use a gravity push. So we'll use a green cube for that. And so we will go onto this darkness. The gravity push is going to target him. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. 3 damage to that Lady Claw, down to 9. Sorry, 2 damage, down to 10. And push 3. So neither of those Lady Claws are attacking this turn, which is very good. We still have another cube action. And I think our best cube action at this point is to get a focus and cleanse one. So we'll cleanse that, and that takes us to focus 3, which means we have our Blazing Smite available, which is quite good. Lady Claws, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative tracker, back to the start with Tork. Okay, so our absolute number 1 priority is killing that cultist. So let's do this. Let's do our stomping leap. 1, 2, 3. Is it all adjacent? Target adjacent enemy, 2 damage. That's 3 damage because of the Packed Blade that we have, spell attack. And then I guess Beheading Strike maybe? Oh, actually, you know what? We can prevent him from attacking by doing the Mighty Blow, which knocks him down. +2 to hit, +1 damage and knockdown. That's an 8, which is enough to hit. We're not on darkness. +1 damage will make that +2 damage. So that's a total of 7 damage. He's down to 2, which we can take care of easily. And the knockdown. So the reason why that matters is his activation now. So some darkness appears. It is a little Z shape. However, it's gonna have to go to single ones. It's gonna chase strongest hero that's not currently on darkness is Tork. So that goes there. And now, because he's a ranged attacker, he can't move, and so he can't attack because he's currently engaged by Tork. So that's a good play from BigDeno. No attack. Drasek goes. So we need to do 2 damage to that guy. Okay, so here's how we'll do this. We'll use our blue cube on Drasek to do a Righteous Purge, which is heal 2. So we'll heal ourselves for 2, because we're the one that matters at this point. And we'll do 2 damage to the cultist, because he only has 2 damage left. So that's good. We will then move 1, 2, 3. We're then going to use our focus actions, 3 focus, to do a Blazing Smite, which is +1 hit, +1 hit, +1 damage and burn 2. So 2 swings on this green Lady Claw. The first one is a critical miss, does nothing. Second one is a 16, so that hits. It does +1 damage, which is 5 damage, burn 2. Unfortunately, Lady Claw is immune to burn. So 5 goes down to 7. And we will then... don't need to heal, because when we killed an enemy, we healed. Let's stun one of the Lady Claws, I think. Yeah, we'll stun this Lady Claw in pink. This is a bad play from me, actually. We'll go here instead. Yep. So, yep, stun the Lady Claw in pink. And she takes 1 damage. She has 6 remaining, and she's stunned using our melee cube. So that's Drasek done. He's got 2 shield. So the next is the Lady Claw. Blue goes first. Blue can move to a position where there is darkness in play. And so we'll do so. We'll then swing on Tork for a total of 6 damage, poison 1 and knockdown. He will prevent 4 and move 2, I think. prevent 4 and move 2. And I can't. I can. So let's go here. So if I use this kite shield, using the red cube, I can fatigue 1 and prevent 2 to everyone in this hex. So we have to fatigue. So let's do that. So he's going to prevent all damage, move to there, suffer 2 for moving through the darkness. He's going to have to bring all of his cubes back and put out a curse cube. We'll put it on our retaliate. And that prevented all damage, which was pretty good, I think. Pretty good and worthwhile. Great. Back to the initiative track here. Tork. Adjacent to a chest. We'll open this chest. We have the teddy bear. So that lets us draw 2 of these. I think I should probably have shuffled these items back in maybe from the last mission. Probably. Alright, first one we get is a scroll of incinerate. Not as useful in this mission because everyone seems to be immune to incinerate. And cosmic gemstone. I will take the cosmic gemstone because that is something that I can put into my kite shield. Then he will move to here and he will use this beheading strike. We'll actually put up shield 4. Beheading strike. We roll a 12. It is not a critical, but it is a hit. It's plus 2 damage. We'll spend a fury to make it plus 3 damage. That's 8 damage to her. She has 2 left. She was stunned and had activation. It's now Drasek's turn. He has a full boat again. So he will use a red cube. How do we do this, Deno? We can kill the blue. Yep, great. So we'll use our blue cube to heal 2, and we'll heal Tork for 2, and then we'll do 2 damage to her. Boop. And then we will use a yellow cube to do a 1 damage and stun to the pink chick. She has 5 remaining, but she is stunned, so she's not going to do any damage. And then Drasek has his move action, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and he will go there actually. So he is adjacent to Tork. The Lady Claw goes. 5 health left, but doesn't matter. We'll move to go to here. Actually there, because it can target both of us, but then doesn't make any attack because it's stunned. Tork. Tork will use his Focus 1, Cleanse 1 to clear this, which then comes back straight away. Put it on the Retaliate. And I really want to open that chest. So let's do this. Let's move 1, 2 to there and take 2 damage from the darkness. Use our minor action to open the chest. We look at 2. We have a potion of fortitude. That is exactly what I was looking for. A potion of preparation. I don't need that. The potion of fortitude removes the trauma cube. So, and then we will move back to here. And then we still have our attack. We'll just do a mighty blow. Knock down. So 10, it hits. We'll pass the potion of fortitude to Drasek. And we have successfully defeated everyone on this board, which means we go over to the book area. And event trigger reads special event broken floor on page 12. Let's do that. This is a great mission. These two have been really good actually. These have probably been my favourite fights so far. Special event broken floor. Badly weakened by whatever terrors befell the ship and stresses of the current fighting, the half-rotted wooden planks beneath your feet give way and you feel yourself tumble into a darkened abyss. You land in the deepest hold of the ship. You fall softened by the deep salt water that has flooded through the rift and nearly split the ship in two. Darkness lurks around every corner of the room, and the centre of the hold is dominated by a black ivory statue of an insane summoner. From the statue's mouth, a tendril of smoke-like darkness drifts upwards, spreading through the ship. End the current turn and move to the initiative marker to the next hero to act, which is Drasek. But that does not... then remove every hero darkness tile on chest, remove blah blah blah. After you've done all these preparations, you may resume the adventure. I shall return. All right, we've set up the room. So we have a Shadow Cultist veteran. We have 2 Lady Claw rookies. Our initiative marker is on Drasek, which is good for us. Means we can get both of our heroes to act before the Shadow Cultist does. We can't interact with that interaction token if we're engaged, but Drasek has his turn. So he has shield 2 up. What is our best play here? Our best play is probably to... all right, so we did give both of our items to Drasek that our dude picked up. So we're going to do this. We're going to do a Valiant Smite, which is +1 to hit with a reroll and +2 damage with our Bloody Axe. That's a 17, so that is a hit. It will do 6 damage to the cultist that we are adjacent to. He is down to 9. We have not yet moved. We will do so to here. We will use our Potion of Fortitude to remove the Trauma Cube from our board, which is huge. And we will also use this Cosmic Gemstone and socket it into our Kite Shield, which gives our Kite Shield prevent 4 now, which is actually pretty cool. And I think we will then use our Strike +2 hit Burn 2 onto the Shadow Cultist, because that could set him on fire. We roll a 2. Damn. Give me some rerolls. Give me some rerolls, you mugs. So we now go to the Lady Claws. They have cleave 2, but we haven't set them into a position where they can cleave. So one of them will go after, both of them will go after Drasek. So in order, blue goes first, 1, 2. We'll prevent 5 on self using this red. No, we use the green. They do 4 damage, so that does nothing. And then the other Lady Claw will go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will use the Fatigue Shield to prevent 4 damage, which means we suffer no damage. We then have a Curse Cube added to our board. We will put it on our Intercept, and our initiative marker goes back to Tork. So he is adjacent to that interaction token with no enemies next to him. So he will interact with the interaction token. And that is interaction token page 17. Ugh. So we have this cool statue. I am almost certainly going to be removing the pendant, because why would we not remove a pendant? Pick up the tiara, examine the mouth of the statue, pick up the staff, examine the book, Pick up the stone shard. The stone shard is probably one that I would like to do, but I'm going to try and remove the pendant, APL 23. The pendant. You remove the pendant from the necklace, but as soon as you examine it closely, the beads turn to dust, and the blue gem in the middle of the amulet emits a light that keeps getting stronger, making you feel an unbearable heat in your chest. Recover all your health. Good choice. Good choice. Where are we up to? Yeah. Okay, so we will then move 1, 2 to here, and we will use our beheading strike. Yeah, so this is +2 damage, crit 16. We roll 5, that is a hit because we have +3 hit, which is very nice. And the Fury means it's 8 damage, leaves him on 1. Guess what? We'll then use our green cube to jump right next to him. And kill him. So again, the jumping is proving to be deadly. We gain a Fury for him dying. He would gain a heal, but we don't have any heal. There is now no Shadow Cultist, so we do not do a Darkness Spawn. Drasek's turn before the Lady Claws go again. Amazing. Drasek, Valiant Smite. +1 to hit, reroll. A 2, we will reroll into a 16, so that hits. It will do 6 damage to this blue one, down to 6. He will then move 1, 2, 3, and he will use a red cube to do the Dragon's Breath Strike. Is that the right one to do, Dano? It's not going to kill either of them. Maybe we should just stun one of them. Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll just stun one. And we're better off staying where we are so that we both don't get attacked. Yep, so 1 damage and stun. We'll use a yellow cube for that. We'll just stun the pink one. Oh, in that case, blue's going to be able to get there anyway. So we'll go to here and we'll interact with that thing. So once again, so we'll move to there. We will interact with that interaction token. And we will look at this. So we've done the pendant. The mouth has black smog hissing out of it. We don't want that. I don't think we want a tiara. Do we pick up the stone shard? Let's pick up the stone shard, APL 53. You pick up the stone shard, which reminds you of some kind of brutish or tribal carving. You can almost feel it vibrate right down the key shard status on your campaign log. Cool, key shard. Done. Cool. No more interactions with the statue. It is back to the Lady Claws. So the Lady Claw in pink is stunned. So blue goes first. He's going to go to here to cleave. This one goes to here and would cleave but does not attack. So the first cleave that we've actually suffered because of my magnificent play. Lady Claw is 4 damage. If we have a look at Tork, he has 2 shields, 4 shields, so he takes no damage. We don't have a retaliate in play, so that's fine. Drasek has 2 shields, so we'll do 2 shields. Tork will actually use a blue cube to divert 3, prevent 3, which means no damage there either. We're back to Tork. War Cry. So, Intimidate 4. Your next attack this turn gains +2 damage and crit 16 plus. And then we will join the fray. So we'll move 1, 2. We'll have an attack of normal hit. So these all come back. We're adding a curse cube. I think we'll go on. We'll actually go and join the fray. So this attack is +2 damage and 0 hit. So if we hit on this, it will actually just kill the blue chick. An 11 is a hit. Get out of here. Blue chick, 6 damage. Done. Great attack. Great activation from Tork. Gains a fury token. We would heal on Drasek, but he is not healed. Doesn't need any healing. Plenty of curse cubes over there. So what we'll do now is we'll do Drasek. So I think we are going to focus 1 and cleanse 1. And we're actually going to cleanse, we're going to move 1, 2 to there. And we're going to cleanse one of Tork's. And it will be the Into the Fray. Gets 2 shield up as well. And yeah, we'll go there. Can't stop her. So do we just use a gravity 2 damage? Yeah, we're just going to do a gravity push, which is 2 damage. Get her out of the way. She takes 2. She's down to 9. It's her activation. She has cleave 2, poison and knockdown. She goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one did I use? Yeah, I won't use that. I'll use a blue cube. Drasek now will use his kite shield to fatigue. Saves everyone in that zone. Puts out a curse cube. We'll put it on Dragon's Breath, I think. We've got a focus out of that too. Focus 1's cleanse 1. And that's the end of the Lady Claw. We're back to Tork. We have a door sitting next to us. Don't think we need to open the door just yet. Tork will just do his beheading strike. See if we can roll a 16 or more. It'll just kill her. It's a natural 20. Didn't need the 16 plus. Dead Lady Claw. Focus 1 and cleanse 1 for my other action. There's another focus token. There it is. Focus 1, cleanse 1. And we will cleanse off our retaliate. Hasn't taken our move action yet. We will go 1, 2, and we will open the door. A partially hidden stairway descends behind the boxes and barrels scattered across the floor, leading to what appears to be the Admiral's private stash. All the chests here have been caved in. Gold coins and other treasures litter the floor. The only intact chest is a midnight black coffer with silver hasps and gleaming green etchings. Your eyes are drawn to its ebon surfaces, and you almost hear an inviting song in your ears. Your desire to open it is overwhelming. A cultist wrestles with the chest, turning and hissing when you enter. Whoa. Awesome. All right. Another interaction token. When you open this door, if none of the heroes has the secret passage status on their campaign log, you take 3 damage and write down noise. We will have back on the deck. All right, so 2 more Lady Claws, but they're fighters this time, and a veteran Shadow Cultist. I'll go set that up. Okay, we have completed our setup. You can see our brave heroes have made it back on top of the deck. If we have a look at the Admiral himself, Admiral Luccanor, the fallen Admiral. He's a commander. And so the commander rules I learned about yesterday. Oh, that's bad. And those are literally the same 2 I did last time, so I'm going to do a different one. Tyrant. That's bad too. Great. So let's have a look over here. So this one goes down here, Tyrant, and this one goes here alongside the Shadow Cultist. Okay. Well, that could be a very, very difficult attack. What do we need to do to win this mission? He's immune to bleed, knockdown, poison and stun. Not immune to fire, thank goodness. How do we win this mission? When the last enemy is defeated. Okay. Commander Luccanor is 1 plus P. So that means he's 3 total value, which means he has 21 health. So Commander Luccanor, 21 health. This Shadow Cultist has 15, and this Lady Claw, who is a veteran, has 20. Fuck me. Suboptimal. There are no chests on the map. There is nothing else on the map. I'll just confirm that. No chests. Yep, it's just a straight up and down bash with a Commander Luccanor, who gets to go twice. Tork's first though. He has plenty of fury, which is good. Plenty of fury. Okay, so Tork's turn. If we can get through this, friends, we win. We win the mission, which would be amazing. All right, so, God, I just desperately want this furious accuracy. Let's go for a beheading strike. So we're gonna do our jump. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna jump to here, which is going to do 3 damage to that Lady Claw. She goes down to 17. We'll then go for a beheading strike. So if we can critical with this, we will absolutely have almost killed our first monster. Oh, it's a 15, you fucking dog. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Takes it down to 9. Good start though. We'll then Log Splitter. And +1 hit, +2 damage and stun. It's an 18. That's +1 hit, +2 damage. We'll spend another Fury. So +2 damage takes it to another 8. She's got 1 health left and she's stunned. How's your turn going, Lady Claw? Mighty Tork, roar! Good. Okay, now Commander Luccanor. So, pretty unfortunate. So the first thing that happens is we'll go over to this area. So this is his stats. So he's speed 5. He has Cleave 2, Intimidate X, and Push. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does not get into range, but because of the noise effect, he then gets a second activation straight after the first. He has Cleave 2, but that's not going to matter. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. He will then attack for 4 and Intimidate X and Push X. So we will block we'll do our prevent over here on Tork's board using this blue, prevent 4 and move 2. And that'll do. We then go to the Shadow Cultist. So assuming that the same stuff follows the Shadow Cultist, we will draw a rune. It is a little one, little Bobby Dazzler. It's not going to get anyone. Boom. And the Shadow Cultist is speed 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it won't do that. It will just go to there. From here, we'll just go to here, and it will shoot at, oh no, actually, what does it do? It goes for the strongest. So it is going to go to there and shoot at Drasek. Great. So Drasek has a 6 damage attack Drasek will just use his Endure to prevent 5 plus the 2 shield. Means no damage. We'll use our red for that actually, I think. Perfect. So it's now this commander card, Glimpse of Madness. This attack targets the 2 most tired heroes at any range, dealing 2 damage, Intimidate X and Fatigue X to them. Intimidate X, it's Intimidate 4 and Fatigue 4. Bad times. So takes 2. So it's Curse Cubes galore. Take 2. So we'll put it on Intercept and we'll put it on Warcry. Now it's Drasek's turn. So Intimidate 4, -4 on the next attack. Punishing. I really want to try and take out Commander Luccanor, but the likelihood that we can do that is minimal. He was immune to stun, yes. All right, well, let's just kill the Lady Claw. Actually, she's stunned this turn. We can hold her, actually. We can hold on her. If we do this... We've just got to rush down Commander Luccanor, I think. Just double check the Intimidate. Yep, next attack. Okay, we use a green cube on Gravity Push on Commander Luccanor. So push 1, 2, 3. 2 damage on Commander Luccanor. He's down to 19. We'll then do a 1 damage and stun on the Shadow Cultist at any range. 1 damage on the Shadow Cultist and stun. So he's not doing anything this turn either. Darkness will still spread from him, but that is it. We're not going to move anywhere. Lady Claw goes, she's stunned, so she'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here, and then nothing will happen. And then we have Tyrant. The commander gains plus X base damage as long as there is no other monster adjacent to it. Okay, so that obviously doesn't... did he attack? But there was a monster adjacent to him, so that's fine. Okay, well. Rush him down. Back down to this. Plus X damage, he's plus 5 damage. Oh my god. We've got to kill him first. Tork. He has a full boat. Let's do this. Jumping leap. 1, 2, 3. Jump to here. Bang. 3 damage to Commander Luccanor. Jumping leap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Commander Luccanor takes 3 damage. He's down to 16. We will then do a beheading strike and see if we can... If we roll a critical here, we will kill Commander Luccanor in 1 swing. Oh, it's a 5. No. It's 8 damage. Oh, man. Just let me kill the guy. All right, Tork. You've done well. Commander Luccanor is now doing 10 damage on a swing. That is absolutely punishing. So, if we go over here, moves 5, he's doing 9 damage on a swing. Cleave 2, Intimidate X, and push. So, he's going to stay where he is. No, he's going to move to Darkness. Awful. 11. He's hitting for 11 damage. Alright, well, we use a blue cube to prevent 4 and move 2, plus we have shield 2, prevent 6. So we're taking 5 damage on Tork, down to 10. And we will move 2, 1, 2. Commander Luccanor is also pushing us all the way back to the top of the deck. Very bad. Shadow Cultist. It's stunned, and so its activation is not doing anything. Oh, I just realised we had Intimidate 5, so we need to give him 5 damage back. Intimidate 5, that sucks. It's a Z zigzag. It's a green. So the stun, he's already in range, so he's not going to move. His attack does nothing. And now, this attack targets the 2 most tied heroes at any range, dealing 2 damage, Intimidate X and Fatigue X. He's on Shadow, so he's going to hit us for 4 damage each. Drasek, Self-Endure, Prevent 5. Does no damage, which means he doesn't take the Intimidate X and Fatigue X. Surely that's how it works. Tork, Prevent 3, not enough. Prevent 4. Yeah, so Tork is taking Intimidate X and Fatigue X. Boom, he is in real trouble. Real trouble. Another one of those. Take the Stomping Leap. Drasek. Okay, so Drasek will go. He's going to use his... Oh, the Periaptive Healing. We can't use it there. No. That's really actually quite punishing for us. Valiant Smite. Targeting the Lady Claw. 5, 6, 7, no, we'll re-roll. Oh, what are you doing, Deno? 1, 2, 3. We'll use our Burning Breath. Oh, no. Oh, that one hits because it's +2. Oh, my God. Lady Claw dead. Thank goodness. That lets us heal 1. It gains a Fury for him. We're in slightly better shape now. Whew. The Lady Claw's done. Tyrant, his base damage is very, very high. That's fine. We go all the way back to Tork. We need to get a Periaptive Healing happening so that we can clear that Intimidate. Alright, well this is our best play here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, using Join the Fray, which lets us shield 2. Make an attack, which is at +2 because of the elevation. 14 is a hit. We lose 4 from it, but we can spend a Fury. So it's going to do 2 damage to Luccanor. He's down to 11. And now, the big swing. Beheading Strike. Come on, Beheading Strike. Oh, it's a critical. Commander Luccanor is defeated. Oh, not Tork. Commander Luccanor. Beheading Strike, critical on a 16. Double damage. We just did a decent number of damage to him. Drasek heals. Oh, that's amazing. So that goes away, that goes away, that goes away. That was awful. The Shadow Cultist, he is going to shoot. He's currently in darkness. We will flip it. Thing, it's a red zigzag. That definitely gets Drasek. He takes 2 damage. It's going to burn 2 and curse 1. I'm just going to take that. 6 damage, 8 damage. I'm not going to take that. No, 8 damage, I'll take it. 14 down to 6. And burning for 2. And curse 1. A maniac on the floor. So it's now Drasek's turn. So if we have a look here, we just have this shadow cultist to deal with. Feel like we can make that happen. Drasek, on his turn, he takes 2 damage from the burning. This yellow cube, we're going to heal 2 and cleanse 1. We're going to heal this off. It's going to get added back. And then, do we use the periaptive healing? We do now. 1, 2. No. 1, 2, 3. Valiant Smite. +1 hit with a reroll. 11, that's a hit. +2 takes us to 6 damage. Down to 8. Tork will go. He doesn't have a stomping leap. Geez, that's annoying, Deno. Why'd you set that like that, you doofus? Focus 1, cleanse 1. Get rid of the stomping leap. We'll move 1, 2, 3. I'll take 2 damage in the darkness. We will stomping leap to do 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. He has 5 health left. It's his turn. He will move away. 1, 2, 3. He targets the strongest, which is actually Tork. So he goes to there so he can still be on darkness. The darkness tile that we reveal is irrelevant. It's just going to go under here. The shot on Tork does 8 damage. Tork has 2 shields. That's down to 6. He'll use this blue to prevent 4 and move 2. 1, 2. So it's down to 2 damage. Gives him burn 2. And curse. He has 4 curse cubes, but he's going to be okay. Because this guy has 5 health left. It's Tork's turn. He will heal 2 and cleanse 1. And with this blue, we will shield 4 and fury 1. Takes 2 damage from the fire. This has been amazing. I've enjoyed this a lot. Now the Shadow Cultist goes. He now goes for the highest strength one, which is Drasek. He is going to curse him. He is going to hit him for 8 damage. Drasek will prevent 5. Oh, actually won't do that. And will prevent 3 on Tork as well. So there's no damage, which means there's no burn, which means there's no curse applied. It's now Drasek's turn. Heal 2 and 2 damage. 1, 2. 1. And then we'll just move 2. And we're going to try and burn him to death with our Dragon's Breath. A 3. Why would you do that? You are a doofus. We could have just stunned him for 1 damage. No, that's okay. Tork goes now. Tork's initiative. We go to the dungeon. He's got a beheading strike and he's got a mighty blow. He's got 2 chances of it. 16's enough. Beheading strike. We did it. We did it. After the adventure, back for a last drink. The adventure ends here. With a heavy heart, you dispatch the hideous creature that was once the noble Admiral Luccanor. The once again lifeless corpse exhales a tendril of darkness as it falls limp to the deck of the ship. The impact sends a shudder through the entire vessel, and all around you, wooden planking begins to snap and fall away. Dark, roilsome water floods into gaping wounds. You hastily look over the Admiral's body and notice a small, translucent crystal that has fallen from his cloak, a blue light dancing within it. With some trepidation, you grab the crystal and flee from the ship, just in time to watch the sad remains of the Sea Wing collapse upon itself. All of its masts broken, the deck folds over, and the ship makes one final voyage straight to the bottom of the sea. As it vanishes into the unforgiving black water, the sun seems to shine a bit brighter, and the mist finally begins to burn away. From the safety of the docks, you examine the crystal you retrieved from Luccanor's remains, finding it warm to the touch and mesmerizingly beautiful. Clearly, it is not the cause of the contagion, but perhaps it may bring you better luck than its previous owner. You can only hope that releasing the fallen admiral from his curse will also lift the miasma of chaos and disease from the rest of the city. After the adventure back for a last drink, you face the nefarious devastation wrought by the creatures of darkness, wondering about the journey ahead. Will you have enough determination to surpass the horrors to come? Then you realise the ring in your ears and the hopeless feeling haunting you has dissipated. Still stunned, you trace the route back to Tharmagar's workshop, wandering through alleys filled with bodies and wounded people, whether by the creature's attack or by the plague. A few people venture into the area to work for the restoration and help those remaining. You are amazed at the human's ability to rise from calamity. Surprised, you see the sage at the doors of his workshop, looking like someone who gives gratitude without a word being said. Come in, come in. We need to organise ourselves to leave. And that's it. Reveal all cards. We choose an equipment card, and that was it. Amazing. Highly recommend the Ruin of Luccanor adventure book. Well worth the $20 or whatever it was I spent to have those 3 missions. Super cool, super cool. So we will choose a level 1 item. I don't think there's too many we need now. I mean, I'll grab the black steel blade because we can get cleave too, but it only does 3 damage. It's not socketed, so I think I prefer the 4 damage. We're not doing a lot of bleed though, so maybe this is better because I can get 6 damage if I cleave too. Yeah, not sure. What I need to do is figure out a way to apply bleed. Is there any of these items that can apply bleed? Oh my god, Amulet of Power. Trinket. We will actually grab a trinket because just in case we decide to give the teddy bear away. Ring of Precision, I think. Ring of Precision and Black Steel Blade. And I'll have a think about those too, if I want to use those for the next mission. That's it, friends. Hope you enjoyed. Great couple of missions. Enjoying this game. We'll be back next episode. We'll go back into the next actual campaign story. And I'll catch you then. BigDeno out.